Hello, Unnamed Podcast, and welcome back for episode 5. If you're part of the Unnamed Army, I'm glad you were able to come back and join us. And if you're brand new, I ask that you do please leave a like and subscribe. I'm joined here today by a couple of good friends of mine. We got Mitchell Massinelli and we got Jared Sanford. So today we're just going to kind of pass it back and forth, discuss a little bit of topics, and just kind of bounce them off of each other, you know. So I think I was going to get the ball rolling today with a little bit of Smash, Marry, Kill, you know, per usual with our channel. So at number 1 for you guys, I have Donald Trump, Ben Shapiro, and then Betty White after her death, not before.
So, Smash, Marry, Kill, if she was already dead,
Yeah, that's what I was
I
gonna
feel like that
ask.
would be morally right to pick her.
To kill?
To kill?
Yeah.
She the only one with the cooch.
'Cause, I mean, anything else is a charge, you know?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But, personally, I'd probably marry Trump for the money. I can't do necrophilia, so I guess
Smash
Ben Shapiro just for that fucking beautiful hat he keeps on, and then kill Betty White after she's already dead.
Yeah, murder her twice. I completely agree with that.
It's like a double murder.
I completely agree with that.
Same
Yeah,
for y'all.
that's a good lineup.
I think I would switch it up a little bit. I'm just playing. I would do the exact same thing.
Okay.
Okay, so for my second one, we actually have the duck from Wonder Pets, Bernie Sanders, and then 3 midgets on top of each other in a trench coat. But if it helps, they're female midgets.
Okay, well, I'll let you give your insight first this time.
So the duck from Wonder Pets, personally, that's against my morals as a kid's show. I don't know. I'd probably marry the duck, honestly. You know, I'm really murking Bernie Sanders, and I'm smashing the 3 midgets
Easy.
easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was also kind of thinking the same thing. At first,
Okay.
like instinct, I was thinking to marry the midgets, but then I thought about it, and like the ducks would, you know, that'd be a weird kind of scenario.
Yeah.
True.
So I'd probably marry the ducks, and it'd be like a pet lover.
True.
So it'd be like a combination.
Yeah. I mean, you can't kill a kid's, TV show like an icon if you
Yeah,
will.
it's like killing SpongeBob.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Out of
Yeah.
pocket.
Yeah, I'm 360, no scoping Bernie, though, no question.
100%.
Okay, well, Jared, you got a couple for us?
Oh yeah, for sure. So my first one, it's gonna start off with Dana White. Okay.
Okay.
You know, MMA. He can teach you a thing or two. Second's gonna be The Rock, Dwayne, if you will, and then the third one's gonna be Great Value or the fake Vin Diesel. You know, the one that's not real.
Okay.
Yeah.
The deep fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you will, yeah.
Okay.
The deep fake edition.
I'll let you give your insight first, Chad. You don't go to give you that.
So for my personal preferences, I think The Rock would be a gentle lover, so I'm gonna smash The Rock easy. Yeah. So I'm
What's
gonna
the rages?
360 no scope the fake Vin Diesel
Okay.
easy. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the FaZe Clan video,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna marry Dana White. I feel like he has a lot to teach me, and I feel like the cuddles would be nice.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yep.
That's a solid rank. What are you thinking back there, Mitch?
I also, to an extent, agree because I feel like Dana would probably be the best to marry. I don't think The Rock would necessarily be gentle
Oof.
because that would be like a horrible prison scene.
Yeah.
Is what's going
Ooh,
through my
yeah.
head. So this is tough. There's no females at the thing, so I mean, guess I have to make a decision here. Yeah, I would kill the fake Vin Diesel. I would marry The Rock and fuck Dana White.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like definitely The Rock's a hot dog in a Cheerio situation.
Yeah. I mean, like, maybe not though.
Maybe not. Yeah. Maybe the roids got to him, you know.
Possibly. Maybe he's got like the curve, you know,
Ooh, okay.
like a nice curve.
Slender Man action. What about you, Jared?
I'm gonna have to agree with Mitch on this one. It is gonna be a 360 no scope. I agree with you on that. On the Vin Diesel, the fake edition, and then The Rock. You know, I just don't want that. You know, I feel like he's too big and masculine for my attraction level.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to marry Dana White, and then smash Dana White. That's what it was. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got skills, and he doesn't like Jake Paul. So
It would be like
it's one
a real fucking fight scenario, though. Like, you'd be getting put in arm bars.
Yeah,
All types of
and honestly, like I'm down with the armbar rather than the rest that comes with it. So
You know, I mean, that'd probably be the least of your worries.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, boys. Now, I think I have a question for y'all now on this.
Okay.
Now, your three options would be Michael Jackson before he got his card revoked, Lil Xan, and Nicki Minaj.
Was it before or after the Xan?
It was before the Xan.
Okay.
Before the Xan. Lil
Glad you
Xan.
mentioned that. It was before the Xan.
Okay, before the Xan.
So to be fair, Nicki Minaj is the only one that's a girl, so she's getting the smash. Now Lil Xan before the Xan, he would just be Diego, so he's getting the smash. I mean, not smash, the Mary.
Yeah.
Okay.
They can all catch the smash, but
Who was the first?
it was Michael Jackson before his card got revoked.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm killing him.
Ooh.
Okay.
Easy.
I mean, yeah.
He's already dead, too.
Yeah.
True.
But it was before.
It was before the
Yeah.
card
It was before. You know, I feel like I could have saved Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna marry Michael Jackson personally. Type of thing. But yeah, I'm gonna marry Michael Jackson. Nicki Minaj, she can get the smash, and Lil Xan before the Xan. I don't think he's done much for the community, so
Okay.
I'm gonna have to off him.
I agree.
I see that. Yeah.
Because, like, if you marry Michael Jackson, you know the love's real because this is for real.
Yeah.
Like, so.
But
yeah,
are you
he'd
going to be
entertained.
comfortable with all the little kids at his house?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, I'm a great stay-at-home dad.
Okay. So, yeah. So he's definitely bred one here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I could save his life. Possibly.
Yeah.
Okay, now, more serious of a question, boys. Like, very serious, okay? This is bad scenarios. You're in the mall, okay? And there's 3 doors, and you're told you have to fight somebody,
Okay.
whoever's behind the door, but you know who's behind the door before you go.
Okay.
Which door would you walk into?
All right.
Okay, you have the baby on the left, Lil Baby on the right, and A Baby in the middle.
Awesome.
Morally, a baby would be wrong to fight, but it would be the easiest target. So I'd like to see y'all's inputs on this. Because the baby might get shot. Lil Baby, you'd probably get shot too. So,
I'm curb stomping the baby. Like a baby.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easily. I don't want to get shot personally. I don't think, like, the baby itself, I don't think he's packing.
You don't want to get shot.
No, I quite actually don't.
Fair enough.
But, yeah, I'll curb stomp the baby.
Okay.
Before I answer, what are you considering a fight? Like, is it like we
no
beefed
stop,
for like
no stop until one of y'all is
unconscious?
on the ground, like hurt. You don't have to
Hurting?
necessarily be unconscious. Okay, for sake for the video, they have to be unconscious, or you, theoretically.
I feel like I could thump a baby out, honestly. So like, I could probably knock a baby out with a solid.
Okay,
thump.
but then
Shake him.
yeah.
there was actually a secret to this question that was hidden
Okay.
and not displayed beforehand. Okay, so since y'all both chose the baby, did y'all know about the boss, the baby's parents, whenever they see that? So now you have the choice to run into the room where Lil Baby and the baby are making music, or you have to stay and fight the parents, which would obviously have a lot more anger and aggression.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of passion behind a baby thump.
Then again, Lil Baby and the baby, they got a lot of, I don't want to say henchmen, but a lot of groupies. They got a lot of people with them and stuff. So I feel like I'm definitely still taking the parents.
Okay, I think that groupies was used wrong there, but
not the groupie. No.
The bodyguards, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like if I'm gonna thump the baby, you said go into a concert with Da Baby and Lil Baby, so like you didn't specify whether I'm fighting him or not.
no, I was saying that they have met up into the same room. They went from right and left room to just the right room.
Ooh.
Okay.
And they're ready to beat my ass.
Yeah, and they're still on
Oh.
site about it.
Yeah, I'm just running. Honestly, after I thump the baby, I'll thump and run. Nah, I mean, I was forced to thump the baby, so like, it's just a prank. The camera's over there, and then sprint away.
Sorry, y'all can't take a joke.
Shit, sorry, my bad.
So you got one more, Jared?
Oh yeah. I got one more. This is a adult film actress list, if you will. The first one on the list is going to be Lana Rhoades, Before the Baby.
Okay.
The second one's going to be Kenzie Reeves. You know, very well known, very impressive.
Honestly, don't know who that is,
Recommend it anyway.
Okay.
So the third one is Mia Khalifa, before she got ran through, if you will. Absolutely
Respectfully.
pounded. Yeah, respectfully, before she got
Big
absolutely
fans.
gangbanged. Yeah. No, yeah.
Okay.
Honestly think that I also think Lana Rhoades is the prettiest.
Okay.
Cause I don't know Reeves, I don't know what she looks like.
You should look it up. Alright, we'll get a picture.
For research and development purposes, we're gonna Google this.
Yeah.
I'm probably not gonna show the camera.
Kenzie Reeves modest pictures, if you will.
Okay. So, I guess I'll give a little disclaimer. I have a girlfriend, but this is purely hypothetical. Just
absolutely.
to make sure.
I would never thump a baby unconscious. Like,
I would.
I thought that.
But, yeah, I feel. Okay. So, personally, I'm killing Kenzie Reeves. I don't really know a whole lot about her. I know Mia Khalifa's a gamer, so
Wait.
she's definitely getting married.
Is it Kenzie Reeves? Or
Yeah.
is it?
I mean, it definitely looks like one.
I mean,
I would
Definitely looks
probably,
like one.
personally, I would kill Kenzie Reeves just because the way she looks. She looks like she's a doll. Like I said, Lana Rhoades is the most attractive, so I'd probably marry her. And then Mia Khalifa, I'd have to just catch a bag with her real quick.
Okay. Yeah, Mia Khalifa's a gamer. I'm gonna have to marry, and then Lana Rhoades gets the third option.
Kenzie Madison. That's who it is.
Madison.
Oh.
Kenzie Madison. Look that one up. It's
I still don't
about-
really know her, so she's
Yeah.
still getting killed.
No, yeah. Look her up though.
I'm still satisfied with my answer. Oh my god, this is not. I don't think that's her name, dude. Oh god, boys. Is that her?
Oh dear, that's a child.
She appears to be under 18.
Jared said, "Did I stutter?"
Oh, hold on now.
He did 2 T's instead of a D. Madison. That's how it's spelled for
Okay.
anybody wondering.
Okay,
about
I would like to
audience.
herefore change my answer live on air. Okay. I would like to smash Kenzie Madison, marry Lana Rhoades, kill Lana
Okay. I still think I'm sticking with my answer.
And on a spin-off of Mitchell's, I'm gonna marry Kenzie Madison. I'm gonna smash Lana Rhoades. I'm gonna kill Mia Khalifa. It's just,
I think she's overrated.
yeah, very overrated in my opinion.
Okay. Well, shoot, boys. I feel like that's a pretty good little back and forth we got going. So, what do y'all think about on a daily basis? I guess is my question. I feel like that's how we should start it off. What is the thing that gets you through every day? One thing.
If I could think of one thing specifically that goes through my brain on a day-to-day basis, it's that episode of SpongeBob where Patrick's drilling the board into his forehead, and that's kind of how.
Oh,
That's kinda how I
dude,
feel.
I love that episode.
It hits on like an interpersonal level.
Yeah, I've always think of the episode where SpongeBob takes the board from the back.
Excuse the car alarm.
Yeah. Takes the board from the back, goes to the front board, like 3 boards in floating midair,
Yeah.
and then nails it down, and then goes back and gets the next board. And it's just, floating.
You know those.
He's making progress.
You know Simpsons, how they predict everything and everything.
Yeah.
Well, SpongeBob predicted Fortnite. Y'all can't change my mind.
Was there an episode?
That episode where
Or
he
you
was
told-
building
okay,
and
yeah,
he was
yeah.
putting the wood down. You know what I mean? His-
Yeah, that's true.
His placements are trash, though.
Yeah.
He would definitely.
Nah, he
he's
doesn't know
not
how to
craft.
map.
He's got no mind.
He
got
can't
no
90.
maths.
He can't 90. He's trash for sure.
Okay, so this is just off the top of the head. If y'all could pick a game that was real life, like if you had to choose to live in a video game,
Oof.
would you rather be GTA 5,
Oh.
Warzone, or let's say Fortnite, just to keep like the intensity there.
Okay.
So Fortnite, Warzone, or GTA 5.
We're talking about for one life or like extended lives? Like you get to respawn.
Like one life, you die, you're out.
Ooh.
Because I'll let you give your insights first. Since I'm being honest.
Well, I mean,
These new vapes are awesome.
yeah, it's pretty solid.
Yeah. I think personally, I'm gonna go with Grand Theft Auto 5 because I feel like there's still some kind of civilization there. If you go with Fortnite, it's gonna be like a cartoony style world, and I don't think I could just live in that.
Yeah.
If you go with Warzone, it's just pretty much like, hey, drop in and kill each other. But with Grand Theft Auto 5, you could ride around in your car. You could work your way up from nothing. You know
You
what I
can
mean?
even
Like,
shoot deer.
you can shoot deer. Yeah, you can hunt.
Deer hunt.
Yeah, you can go budding, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I would also probably choose GTA 5 just for the sole fact of it's more of an actual life versus you're there to constantly compete in like combat
True.
and fight. Which that'd be dope too, though. Like if I had to pick, if GTA 5 wasn't in the choice or wasn't in the options, I probably would choose Warzone second.
Yeah, very true. I just couldn't live in the cartoony world personally.
Yeah.
And I would hate always swinging the pickaxe, trying to get the trees and the brick and stuff.
Personally, I'd probably go with Warzone.
First
Yeah,
over GTA 5.
yeah, definitely. I mean, you're just fucking around. It's one life. You know,
Could end
I
very
like-
quickly though.
I like the videos on YouTube where it's like, you know, airsoft wars and stuff like that, except you're actually getting shot with real bullets and probably hurting. But yeah, I'd like to execute some people
Yeah.
in some Warzone.
And I feel like if you knew if it was one life, you would definitely like try to know the bank vaults. You would try to know all the
Oh
shit.
yeah, absolutely.
Where would you drop if it was your one life?
Probably lumberyard, to
Okay.
be honest, because like, you know, sometimes it's a hot drop, but majority of the time it's not that hot of a drop.
Mhm.
The people that land there are most of the time pretty decent, but nothing that a real life player can't handle.
Uh-huh.
Because I have aimbot basically at that point.
And you're talking about Verdansk, like the first map?
Huh?
Not Caldera, like the new map that came out?
No, I haven't played the new map.
It's ass.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know really spots on either map on Warzone, but
Yeah. If we're talking Verdansk, I would definitely, I think if I had one life, I think I would definitely drop Summit. Always some good loot up there. It was kind of hot at first, not really hot towards the end. If we're talking Caldera, I'm dropping on the shores. A lot of bunkers.
Yeah.
But,
That's
Okay.
solid. That's a good.
Yeah.
It's a good decision.
okay. So, okay, let me ask you guys this. So if y'all were convicted of a felony, what felony would that be? What do you think is one felony that you feel like you could get away with, but at the end of the day probably wouldn't?
paraphernalia, probably. If I'm gonna be like honest.
I have like
Yeah.
top 3, honestly.
Top 3, okay.
Yeah.
Are you saying like get away with like you have the felony charged potentially, but they don't give it to you, or you get it in the potential of you still like being successful?
There's potential of you being successful. It just depends on your ability to get away with it. What is one crime that you feel like you could get away with?
Okay.
I guess is a better way of
Okay.
answering that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swiping cards.
Like credit and debit cards and stuff.
Yeah, like, well, the TikTok scams.
Okay.
Because I feel like if you just walk, you're not gonna do it, obviously. But
Yeah.
if you just walked to it and had like a mask on, you don't touch anything besides the card. So like, you don't have to tap in a pin or anything. I don't think.
Very true.
And these days, Apple Pay and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah.
PPP loans.
Yeah. Personally, I think I could get away with tax evasion
Okay.
as my number one. Like, that's probably the easiest felony to get away with.
Yeah, a lot
Personally.
of people do. Yeah.
You know, like, I'm probably going to have a minimalist lifestyle, or try to, for the most part. Pay with my stuff in cash if I do get something expensive. But yeah, tax evasion is definitely number one for sure.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure like all the top 10 richest people in the world are like kind of known for just being professional tax evaders. Elon Musk had to pay a lot. Did y'all see that?
Nah, I
I
didn't
don't
see
remember the
that.
exact number, so I don't want to sound stupid, so I'm just going to clarify first. But I'm pretty sure it was somewhere around like $20 billion.
Actually, really?
Yeah.
Man, and that's just in back taxes.
That's just taxes. Yeah,
That's
like,
ridiculous. Wow.
And he's still number one richest guy in the world.
Yeah, by $100 billion.
That's insane, boys.
So supposedly Elon has individual net worth equivalent of the, I believe, 2 through 7 richest people in the world combined.
Ooh, really?
It's somewhere around. It's the top at least 6.
Jeez.
It's either 7's like a little more than his, or that's like the last one that can be added on if he's richer than combined.
Really? Well, I remember you saying something about how he's on the track of becoming the world's first trillionaire. What do you think about that?
Oh yeah, he is. It's actually projected to be in under 10 years.
Really?
Because his net worth right now is, I believe, 305 billion.
Uh-huh.
It's going up tens of millions a day easily, which is obviously mainly powered by Tesla. Like a strong percent of it is.
So you don't think it's like mainly powered off of SpaceX?
No, it's definitely not. It's definitely off of Tesla shares, because that's really where his net worth came from. His Tesla shot up to $1,000.
Yeah.
And it keeps splitting, which would lower the price, extend the amount of shares that the users or the owners, partial owners, would have.
Yeah.
And then it would build back up and split. So it's making like the overall value of the company just a lot more that it still succeeds doing that.
Okay. Well, I kind of like the direction you're headed in. So let me ask you this, because I know y'all both kind of dabble in stocks a little bit. What, like for my viewers specifically, what would be a good thing to get your feet wet in the stock industry? What would be a good thing to kind of dip your toes in?
I mean, really, there's no just stock to just dip your toes in all
Well,
honesty.
before you continue, we're not financial advisors. This is not financial advice.
This is
Oh,
not
yeah.
financial advice. This is personal opinions. Personally, in my opinion, I don't think there's any stocks that are just set in stone. Besides the extended funds that you earn 7% interest on in a year, you know, like that you're not going to yield high returns, but it's basically guaranteed that you'll make, like I said, a 5 to 12%.
So, and this is just like mutual funds, or?
Well, it's not mutual funds. I don't remember the exact term for it, to be honest, just off the top of my head, just because of the Bud Light. But I can look it up. I feel stupid for not knowing it right now.
Well, that's fine. Do you have anything to weigh in? Anything that you would like recommend you first to kind of dip into a little bit?
I mean, if you're not involved in any stock whatsoever, what I did over this past 4 months is I dabbled a little bit in the stocks in Cash App.
Okay.
So I was able to earn last year on Cash App alone, I think the profit was $150 just in small stocks that I could look up online and, you know, see what the company's doing and make an assumption on what I think the stock is going to do after that company does the thing that I looked up.
Yeah.
And that's just going to weigh your opinion on.
So do you classify yourself as a day trader or more of like a long-term type of investor?
Long term for sure. I look at stocks that, you know, maybe in 2023 they're going to release a new truck or a new line of whatever they're selling, that company, and I'll invest right then. I'll have $50 ish. So that's why over the year I only made around 150. It was no, high risk investments at all.
What about you, Mitchell? Would you consider yourself more of a day trader or more of a long term?
Kind of both, honestly, because I like to trade options. So options wise, I am majority day trader. Not necessarily day to day, but like day trader could be, a couple weeks of investment and then selling or something. And options are very expensive, but there's a lot higher potential to make money or more money. That would be a better way to put it.
Okay.
And to answer the thing from earlier, it's just interest stocks. Like I couldn't find the specific term, but just interest yielding stocks that usually do that. But anyway, if you're investing in shares, long term is basically the only way to go. If you want to make if you want to get real good returns, like not just 5%, 6%, you're gonna have to go long term. But options, like I said, I'm more short term because if the share spikes and you do a call, and it spikes up, then you could potentially double 250% your money in a day or 2 days, and then sell it because if it drops back down, you could be losing 200 the next day, which would be enough to take all that profit and bring you to the negative. So that would really be like down 300% the next day.
Okay.
So it really depends on what you're investing in.
Yeah, you definitely got to be more specific with it. I feel like if you're definitely going into stocks, you need to know what you're talking about before you just go put money into something.
Yeah, exactly.
And I kind of wanted to touch on something a little bit that you said. So, do you feel like you gain more out of little apps like Cash App and Robinhood, where you can just trade pretty much as much as you want to? You don't have to buy a whole share. You can actually just buy a piece of the share. Do you feel like you benefit more out of that?
Well, I haven't really dabbled in the realm of like upwards trading, like a website such as TD Ameritrade. Yeah, like an account. I've never made an account, so all the trading that I've done is on Cash App. So I do appreciate how they did that, and I think that yes, that is very good, and I do recommend that for beginners for sure. I don't want to break the bank or anything.
If you're younger, a lot of people think that you have to be 18 to have an account.
Yeah.
Not through Cash App, just a regular account that you can personally invest with.
Yeah.
And if you're under 18, luckily, you can have custodial accounts, which will be a joint account between you and your parent or guardian. And whenever you turn 18, you get full custody of the account. Like, they don't have access to it if you don't want them to, but so it's really good if you're younger, especially to go ahead and start expanding your knowledge on it and really getting yourself more interested into it, because when you're younger you have that click, and when you have that click when you're younger, like it will stay with you. That'll kind of be base your future, like what you're going to want to do for a job in the future could be based on something that you were interested in as a younger teenager or something.
Okay. Well, I find it interesting that you mentioned that. So you feel like, as in like a click, you feel like if someone were to get into stocks and they see like, ooh, I'm actually making some money, you feel like they could turn into like a stockbroker.
Yeah, I mean, it could definitely lead them into even just a business career, because whenever you're looking at stocks, you don't just want to blind buy. You want to look at new managers, new executives, whoever, maybe they sold the company to somebody else. You want to look at the new staff on the higher side of the company, and then look at their previous work, what they've done with other companies. Like if they completely if there's a company doing pretty good and this dude shitted on it and made it tank, his department went down, you probably wouldn't want to have a whole lot of trust in that stock, because that guy hasn't had the best record. Versus if you see a new company like Rivian, for example, which IPO was November 9th, 2021. It's not set in stone yet. I do think it'll go up because it has such big companies backing it. For example, Rivian's a new stock. It could do anything, but it has Ford big money invested into it. Amazon has 200,000 electric 18-wheelers that are pre-ordered
Mhm.
through it. And then 2 other main companies that it was Amazon, Ford, I don't remember. I can look it up.
So this
Right.
was mainly Fortune 500 companies you were looking at, right?
Yeah, Rivian's not,
Okay.
but it has the potential to be, honestly, in my opinion, because
You
it'll
think
be
so?
a very big competitor for Tesla in the next 5 years. It is. What
Okay.
I'm suspecting.
And to touch on the Fortune 500, I like long-term investments. I like them because they're sure, they're set. You know, over time, it may not go up so much, but it's never going to go down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, true.
And
yeah.
you said the Fortune 500, and that reminded me of the S&P 500,
Okay.
which is, you know, a really good stock to invest almost as if it's a bank account.
True. Yeah.
Because the S&P 500 is never going to go down
Yeah.
unless it's a crash, obviously. But
Yeah. I mean, S&Ps are definitely really worth looking into. I do agree with that. Do you think that? So, have you invested any with the 500?
no, but I don't
You've
save
just-
any money right now.
You've just
so-
been kind of keeping an eye on it.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. So, just to kind of get off of stocks a little bit, I just wanted to ask y'all a question. So, Jared and Mitchell, I feel like we've kind of lived short lives. I don't feel like we've lived very much long. But in the short lives that you've been alive, I need to ask, what is something that you feel like you've learned from your years of being alive? Like, just as a whole, just one lesson you feel like you've learned that you would like to share with the viewers here.
This is gonna sound maybe weird.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But like, I don't know why it just popped in my head, but I feel like I've learned that we constantly evolve, and not like in a stupid way, like in a very literal sense. Like, we constantly do evolve. Like, in a year, we could be, you know, have the same morals and everything, but be completely different on thought, on aspect of some sort of
Exactly.
thing that we're doing.
I mean,
Like opinions.
we went from like the first like sliced bread to an iPhone 13 within a span of like 1,000 years or less. I mean, like 300 years.
I was about to say, I think
Yeah, it's like
Betty
300.
White outlived sliced bread, didn't she?
I think she did. I
she's
think she,
older.
bro. Yeah,
I
that.
think she's older. Hey, was it you that said it or showed me that Betty White was older than sliced bread?
Yeah, she is actually.
We were just talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Older
she-
than sliced bread, but she also got to see the iPhone 13.
Isn't that insane?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is actually insane. Yeah,
She got to see rockets that land by themselves
yeah.
in sliced bread.
And
That's
it's
crazy.
insane, man. You would think for the entirety of human existence, bread has been like a big part of life. Like, bread was actually mentioned in the Bible several times, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you would think they would start slicing it before then, right? You would think before Betty White's time, right? They would start slicing it at some point. They ate it by the loaf.
I mean, they broke bread though, I guess.
Yeah.
Instead of
Do you think
You
they
know.
tore it?
yeah, it may have been a little bit more
Or do you
crunchy.
think they ate it? Like, off the...
Oh no, they probably tore.
Like, you think they
that's-
passed it around kind of like a cigarette, just took one bite out of
See,
it
I
like the
don't-
whole family?
I don't personally agree with that, but that would explain a lot of diseases in the mass spread.
Very true,
So-
very true, yeah.
That's where HIV came
So, Mitchell, I know you were kind of talking about your life lesson for a little bit. What did you have a life lesson you'd like to share?
Ooh, that's just a very hard question.
It is, but I mean, just one thing that you think personally you have learned from being alive.
Focus on yourself, man.
Yeah.
Like, I learned at a young age that I like to put a lot of effort and help into other people, and they don't like to give it in return.
Oh, exactly.
So find the people that give what you give, not necessarily to you, but to other people. Like, you see them give to other people.
Yeah.
Find that group of people, and then just focus on yourself for sure. Yeah, like work out, do some exercise.
I
They just-
completely agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think your own thoughts.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. If you live your life based on other people's standards, you'll never truly be yourself and you'll never reach your full potential.
Exactly.
I like that message.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I like what you said about the working out thing. Working out definitely is like recommended completely.
Yeah, 100% underrated.
You can you just clear your mind and you just focus on yourself and like you're working on yourself. You know, your body, your physique, your cut or whatever.
Yeah.
And it feels nice to kind of take a break, you know, and completely focus on yourself and just have that time to think.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's nice. Yeah.
So touching on working out a little bit.
Yeah.
I know that you two have kind of been getting into working out. What's some things that you've learned from that about yourselves? Do you think that the older you get, the harder it is? Or do you think that at any point somebody can decide to change their life around and actually like lose weight or gain weight, whatever it may be?
I mean, I do think at any point you could do something about it to a certain extent.
Uh-huh.
You know, if you're 80 years old and your mobility's not very up to par, you know, it's going to be hard to go hit the gym.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
realistically not going to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do think that one thing I realized was that it's important to work out while you're young, because while you're young you can build long-lasting health. Whenever you're older, you can't.
Exactly.
Like
Okay.
you can't get the same results for the long last of it versus just you might get a little better looking, but yet you're still in that worse condition because you've lived life unhealthy for a lot longer, you know.
So you feel like there's a point of no return? A point of no return meaning like, okay, so you're younger and you work out, so therefore you're kind of setting yourself up to be like fit for the rest of your life. But if you live till you're about like 60 years old, you can work out when you're 60 years old, but it's going to be a lot harder if you didn't prime yourself for that.
Exactly,
exactly,
yeah. You want to be in the best shape in your older years.
True.
Because, I mean, that's when your body's decaying.
Uh-huh.
So,
And yeah, you want to structure yourself and put yourself up to success to succeed when you're older, so you will be mobile, you will be active. You know, you don't
Mhm.
want to be. I mean, personally, I don't want to be immobile by the time I'm, you know, like 65 or something. You know,
Facts.
it's sad.
Yeah.
yeah.
I want to be able to.
Drive.
I want to be able to drive with
Yeah.
my lawnmower.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Mow my yard.
Shit, go hit bingo every once in a while.
Man, so, I mean, I guess since we've already kind of touched on Betty White a little bit, you know, it's a fun fact. She actually never took an elevator. She actually always took the stairs.
Yeah.
And she believed that that was enough to kind of keep you in the condition that you need to be in your life. Because she always lived in cities and all these big buildings, man. Instead of like taking the elevator, she would always take the stairs.
That's a good thing to live by. If
Yeah.
you can't walk up the stairs, you may have a problem.
Exactly, yeah. So, okay, so for you, do you feel like you kind of reach a certain point where there's really no return? Or do you feel like working out can just change your life throughout the entire thing? And I understand, when you're 60 and you work out, you can definitely change yourself, but there's a point where your body just kind of decides how it is, you know?
Yeah.
So do you think...
So, like, if it's ever too late,
Mhm.
okay. So you're saying, like, you're past the age where working out's going to save you, you're going to die, basically.
Yeah, pretty
Okay,
much.
sweet, yeah. Sweet. I'm going to start off on a good note. Something that I've learned from working out, it helped me see my reflection
Mhm.
for my reflection, because, like, body dysmorphia
I
is a
gotcha.
real thing.
Yeah.
And, like, it happens with dudes, it happens with girls. You know, dudes aren't really that open about it most of the time because they're suppressed by society,
Okay.
social, like, emotionally. Anyway, so yeah, no, it helped me see my reflection and, like, see what I couldn't see and other people did. 'Cause, you know,
So do you think you gained like a little air of confidence from working out? Not just necessarily your physical gains, but also your mental and emotional?
I would rather, I don't like the word confidence in that aspect. I'd rather use the word comfortable.
Comfortable.
It made me comfortable. Like, I wasn't overly confident because I'm like, oh, maybe I'm not as skinny as I thought. Maybe I'm not as fat as I thought. No, it was more like, I kind of like the way I look. Like, I'm not upset about it.
True, yeah.
I do think it's made me a lot more confident just because of, like, you know, I was really small. So, like, you don't feel as comfortable when you're that skinny, I
Yeah.
guess. So, like, whenever you get more in shape. It definitely gives you that boost of confidence for me personally.
Okay.
Because I feel more confident, like I guess more comfortable.
Yeah, and
That's a
that
good word.
confidence comes with comfortable.
Yeah.
But you feel like yourself.
So it was like you were saying. I feel like definitely the confidence comes with the comfortability, right? So me personally, like when I was in high school and I was working out and I was feeling great about myself, I had a lot more confidence than I feel like I have today. I feel like my relationship's definitely shown in that, and I feel like also with another thing, my comfortability, right? I felt better in my own clothes.
Exactly.
And like now, you know what I mean? I'm kind of out of working out and I need to get back into it. I would love to get back into it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And it's like definitely it's the comfortability you get from it. I definitely see what you're saying, and I also see what you're saying, because the confidence and the comfortability really go hand in hand.
Yeah, they really do.
If you feel comfortable in your own clothes, you're more primed to be more confident, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So, let me ask you this. So, y'all work out and stuff. Is there any supplements you may recommend? Is there any kind of like any specific things you use?
Fuck. I could talk about this for hours, man.
And
Like,
good pre-workout. You don't want shitty, cheap pre-workout. You get the good pre-workout, you get the good creatine, and it's bulking season and maxing season.
I have demonstrations in my training.
Okay.
I also do should I go get my pre?
You want to get your pre-workout?
Should I?
Just, I guess for the viewers, I guess specific brands would definitely help. Yeah.
Because this is a good one. This one's strong though, so if you don't take pre-workout ever, probably only take
Is
a
it a
half
commercial break right now?
No, it is not.
Okay, commercial break, kind of.
Okay, so just like what Jared and Mitchell were talking about a little bit, being comfortable in your own skin is probably the most important part about human life, right? There's a reason why obese people feel the need to find confidence in other areas, but it's like for your life, there's a certain level of comfortability and a certain level of confidence that you have to find. And with different supplements, you could definitely improve your workout. But at the end of the day, it's all about you. It's about what you can do. It's about what you can push for. And these two, the only reason I was asking them about it was because they both have found their comfortability back and their confidence back with working out. And I definitely wanted to pick their brains about that a little bit. And for you, the viewers, I was actually going to have them show you the specific brands of stuff that they use, so that maybe if you were thinking about getting back into working out, you could actually like go back into that. So Mitchell, what do you have for us?
Okay, this is my pre-workout. Like I said, it's strong, so if you don't take pre-workout, probably only take a half dose. It's Insane Labs Hulk Juice.
I don't know if they can see that.
So Insane Labs Hulk Juice, do you get that anywhere specifically, like GNC?
I actually ordered it from a place in Hot Springs called Gracious Nutrition.
Okay.
It's a pretty cool place.
Hot Springs, Arkansas.
To step on that, GNC, it's not going to carry the intense pre-workouts like that one. It's going to carry some more like mine that I'll show you here in a minute.
Okay. So you feel like that's a little more intense than like your regular like pre-workouts?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a very intense pre-workout, and it gets the job done for sure.
Okay. Okay. So what do you got, Jared? What do you use whenever you work out?
Okay, so first of all, I have Total War pre-workout. This is the Tiger's Blood flavor.
Okay.
It's
so kind of like coconutty.
Yeah, coconutty, red.
Red.
Yeah, no, like
Yeah.
it just tastes red. I can't describe the flavor, but no, yeah, it's a okay taste. His definitely tastes way better.
It tastes good.
But
Tastes
to
really
do a
good.
little comparison, this one has caffeine, but the anhydrous, I don't know what that kind means. They're the same kind. Anyway, caffeine, 250 milligrams in a 14.7 gram scoop.
Okay.
And then this one has 300 milligrams of caffeine in a 17 gram scoop.
Okay.
So it's a, almost 3 gram difference in the scoop.
Yeah.
If you took a 17 gram scoop of this, I'm not really sure what would happen.
Yeah.
But
Probably pretty pumped.
yeah.
So I actually have a couple of questions. First, I just need to touch on this. So he said his is like a tiger's blood, so it's gonna be more of like a red taste
Yeah,
or
yeah,
like
yeah.
a coconut taste.
Yeah.
What is your taste? What does yours taste like?
It tastes good. I don't know how to explain it. It tastes like it's really good. I've been dry scooping it. I'm not gonna lie, so I don't even remember. The
Like a
flavor
green
is
apple.
sour gummy bear.
Yeah, it
Okay.
tastes like a
good.
green
It's
apple.
like a green
Yeah.
gummy bear. Like
a
sour.
little bit of sour, sweet
little bit.
taste.
Okay. And the next question I had for y'all was for both of y'all actually. Do you believe that pre-workout helps your workout more than if you were to do it in a vanilla type of way, just like by yourself, drinking water, keeping your
Yes,
fluids?
100%. Because if you take pre-workout, you can definitely get higher weights on like max days and stuff. Like, because just the energy it gives you is like an extra adrenaline rush, which would, extra adrenaline would produce more strength.
Yeah. Okay.
So it could definitely help shock your muscles, as Arnold Schwarzenegger
Yeah.
would say. Yeah, it can help shock them, which would in return help you gain mass and strength.
Okay. So what do you have to say about that?
Yeah, pre-workout definitely. It's got to be a part of your workout. You don't necessarily have to take such a high caffeine or high energy pre-workout like these.
Yeah.
But I definitely think some sort of pre-workout should definitely be taken. To go back on what else I think people should take, creatine, like he said earlier, creatine monohydrate. This is the best creatine, scientifically, proven. It is the best creatine for results.
Okay.
It
I don't have mine, but
yeah, it puts more water mass in your muscles,
Okay.
giving them that bigger swollen appearance, keeping them bigger for a longer time.
Okay. So you say water mass. Does this creatine like hydrate you?
No.
Well, the thing about creatine, make sure if you start taking creatine, you don't know anything. If you drink 1 scoop in 1 cup of water, okay, for every time you take creatine, you want to drink at least bare minimum twice as much water as how much water you had for the scoop. Really.
Okay. So it dehydrates you rather than hydrates you.
Well, no, it moves your water, all the water in your body, into your muscles, so it'll help them expand and not be as tight, but also appear a little bigger
Yeah.
while you're taking it. And so it'll somewhat dehydrate you because all that water is getting put into your muscles. So that's why you need to drink twice as much, so you'll stay hydrated and you'll have enough water to help fill with the redirection.
Okay.
It pushes like more water, like outward kind of thing.
Mhm.
And if you're activating that muscle, the water is going to automatically go to that muscle because that's where all the blood's going and that's where everything's pumping. It just does a better job of holding that there and
Okay.
drawing more out over time. So you got to drink more water to stay
Okay.
hydrated.
So we touched on a little bit of pre-workout. We touched on a little bit of creatine. So do you all use protein powder?
Absolutely.
Yeah. You feel like that's beneficial?
It depends on. Well, yes, I do actually. It really doesn't depend because protein. You need protein if you're working out. You need a. I forgot what is it? Is it 0.8 grams of protein per
Pound, yeah.
pound?
I think it's more. Yeah, 0.8 probably.
It's something like that. Well, especially if you're trying to I'm trying to bulk.
Yeah.
So, if I can just drink 2 shakes a day, that's an extra 27. I have Isoflex cookies and cream flavor, which is good.
Yeah.
It has, I don't know if I just said 27 grams in it, but if I drink 2 of those a day, that's an additional, 54 grams of protein, not including any of my meals. You don't want to drink a whole lot of it in a day though, because it will upset your stomach.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
it is beneficial because you're getting that extra protein versus having to eat an additional meal.
Okay. So it's really the protein and the calorie intake you're getting from it, right?
Yeah. Mine specifically doesn't have a super high amount of calories. I don't remember the exact number, but I believe it's under 200.
Okay.
per drink.
So, I agree with that to a certain extent. If you have the ability, I feel like if you're bulking, you need to get your protein within food.
Okay.
So, you eat more food, have more fat, have more things to put on your body
Mhm.
because you're trying to bulk and gain more mass. So then when you cut, you have bigger muscles.
Yeah.
more mass equals more muscle. So, yes, you do need protein powder sometimes, but if you're bulking, I feel like you shouldn't. And if you are not bulking, it is a really good supplement
Yeah.
if you're not getting the amount of protein that you need.
I disagree, because that protein that you're eating is not have to be used as much, and it's instead being used by the protein shake. Because instead of all that food processing and using that protein, like I said, you would have that additional bit where your body's already functioning off of the shake.
Well, it's a supplement, so it supplements what you can't get in a daily diet.
Yeah.
So what I
Well, it's
think,
more just protein shake.
yeah, but it's a type of supplement because you're supplementing it for what you can't get, and your body needs 0.8 grams for every pound. It may be less, but it's like 0.8 grams for every pound. Mine was like 64.
Like 5 pounds.
Yeah,
It's not.
something like that.
Okay. So I know Mitchell is trying to bulk, right? You're trying to put some muscle on, right? So are you trying to do the same thing, or
No.
are you trying to decrease? See, I feel like it's the same thing, because me personally, I feel like we're kind of built the same as far as broad shoulders, big legs, that all type of thing.
Yeah.
Really, all we're trying to do is when we eat, we put fat on. So what
Yeah.
we're trying to do is turn that into muscle,
Mhm.
rather than what Mitchell's trying to do is just trying to put the muscle on to turn into more muscle, right?
Yeah.
So there's two different problems you face whenever you're working out. You're either one of these two people, right? You fit in these two categories.
Yeah.
So how do you feel like those experiences have shaped how you work out? Like, I know you said you do more of like a less cardio based workout because that's going to burn your calories, versus you, I feel like you would kind of increase your cardios, right?
Yeah. So recently, I figured out that full body workouts are better for
Mhm.
what I'm doing. But I kind of do a full body. I don't do a full body. I do a lot of reps in a row.
Okay.
Like minimal breaks. I'm always going until I can't go anymore, and then I drop the weight and go some more.
So you go for more intensity, right?
Yeah, more intense, more. I would assume a little bit more intense. I'm always trying to do something,
Yeah.
and
You go for like more certain. I kind of go from back. I'll set upper back with shoulders or something, or a push with the pull,
Yeah.
And I'll do like a bunch of different things for like 3 sets, but you'll do them for like 5, and you'll do like more specifics.
Yeah. So, yeah, what does your normal day at the gym look like? Like, you know, it's just a regular Monday. You go in the gym. What are you doing?
Well, I mean, it would depend on, really, I guess, which day would be. I do hit arms every day.
Yeah.
I hit legs 3 times a week. So, let's say it's arm day. Are you talking about, like, what workouts do I do?
Yeah. Like, what is your Monday?
Okay, so, to start, I will always get the bi pumps. You got to. It's 100% necessary. It makes the whole workout better.
Yeah.
So, I get the 20-pound dumbbells, and you hold them straight down, and you bring them up, which Wesley taught me this, actually, when I was over there. He showed me this workout.
Our
Shout
friend
out-
Wesley Featherston.
Shout out to Wes. And like you do them slow though, and slow release,
Mhm.
and then all the way down you have to have your arm all the way extended, or else if you work out for a while and you don't full lock your arms are gonna like lock like this.
You ever seen
Yeah.
like a 40-year-old man just stout like this walking?
Yeah.
He doesn't walk like that. He's just stuck.
Okay.
Like actually,
He's
like
still
his
like
muscles
works
won't
like
extend
the-
past this point.
A lot of
'Cause he
bicep
wasn't-
workouts, right?
Yeah, he wasn't fully extended.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it'll do it to you.
But yeah, just basically slow dumbbell workouts. These, which he called hammer curls, which I had a different version of hammer curls, so I don't know what the correct term is now.
Yeah, it's hammer curls.
But hammer curls, and then have them facing forward, go up and rotate like this, bring them back down. You do it slow. You do them for 10 each.
So like a 90 rotation.
Yeah, and then
Front to side.
and then you go just regular curls all the way extended for 10, and then you set those 3 for 3 sets or 4 sets, really depending on how you're feeling.
Yeah.
And then really just after that, I'll either hit chest, which will be chest press. You gotta keep the W for
Yeah.
chest press. I maxed on bench the other day.
Yeah, 185 or was it?
It was 180.
180. Okay.
Yeah, 185. But anyway, yeah, I'll do chest, then back, then shoulders. Shoulders are very important with working out. It'll make your whole physique look way better because the broader shoulders and the more cut you have, like,
This is still Monday, right?
yeah.
Okay.
I just hit basically arms every day, and then on arm or upper body days, I'll hit, back, pecs, abs, traps, shoulders.
Okay.
And then leg day, squats, air squats.
Sweet.
Okay. Well, hey, I really do like the conversation flow that we're having, and I really do like how y'all are kind of opening up about y'all's personal experiences with working out and stuff. But we're kind of reaching our time limit for today. I would really like to have y'all on. I do appreciate you, Jared, for coming on today, and
Thank
I do
you for
appreciate
having
you, Mitchell, for coming on today.
Appreciate you inviting me.
Yeah, man. So if you would like to see these guys on again, please leave a like. Please comment and subscribe. Thank you so much, Unnamed Army, for keeping up with us. And if you're new to us, please do like and subscribe and just join with our channel because we put out a lot of positivity, guys. So I love you so much, Unnamed Podcast. Y'all have a blessed night.